Precision language for change requests. Clear, approvals-ready English. Welcome! Today we're sharpening your change requests so they get approved faster and built right the first time. Precise language saves teams hours because clear requests prevent delays and rework. No more guessing or ping-pong chats. Auditors also love traceable specific wording. It shows who decided what, when, and why, which protects you during reviews. Finally, vague language invites scope creep. Extra features sneak in, budgets balloon, and deadlines slip. By writing requests with explicit scope, rationale, and acceptance, you reduce risk and make your work easier to plan, build, test, and audit. Let's make every sentence carry its weight. Start with what changes and why. State the problem and a measurable objective. For example, checkout errors spike on mobile. Goal, cut failures by 20%. Next, define where it applies. Name the system, version, module, and environment. Try payment service, v2.4, Android SDK, production. Finally, outline how to implement and verify. Key steps and tests include dependencies, data updates, and who validates. Example, add field, migrate schema, update API doc, QA tests validation and error copy, data logs event for dashboard. This structure turns ideas into buildable, testable work. Strong verbs remove ambiguity. Use action words like specify, replace, remove, align, standardize to define the exact change. Control behavior with limit, cap, restrict, expand, enable, great for rates, permissions, or features. Close the loop with document, validate, verify, notify, so teams know how success is proven and who gets informed. For example, standardize date format to ISO 8601. Restrict retries to 3. Verify via QA test suite. Notify ops on failure. These verbs make scope, behavior, and evidence unmistakable, and they speed up approvals. Precision beats fluff. Replace sum walks around with exact numbers. Process 50 records per minute, not around 50. Swap ASAP for a clear window. Complete by the 15th of October, 2025, 1800 Coordinated Universal Time. Remove etc. and so on. Write the full list or state the rule. Supported currencies, USD, UR, GBP, or support all ISO 4217 currencies. When details truly vary, define a range or condition, between 3 to 5 attempts, or, if status has failed, retry once. Specifics reduce back and forth and prevent unplanned work. Weak. Update the form fields. That's unclear and invites scope creep. Strong. Add 2 required fields, country and postal code, to check out version 3.2. Notice the quantity, names, and location. Add more clarity when needed. Environment, devices, or languages. Example, apply to web and iOS, production only. Labels in ENES. If removing or changing, be explicit. Remove address line 3 from shipping form, mobile web version 1.9. The more precisely you define the scope, the faster engineering, QA, and design can estimate and deliver with confidence. Weak. Customers asked for it. That doesn't guide priority. Strong. Reduce cart abandons by 8% by capturing shipping data up front. Aligns with policy CS12. Connect the change to a metric, risk, or policy so stakeholders can weigh impact. Other examples: mitigate P1 incident risk due to invalid addresses, or comply with GDPR Art 5 data accuracy. When possible, add baseline and target. Current abandon rate 42% right, pointing arrow target 34%. Clear rationale builds consensus, unlocks approvals, and defends the decision during audits. Weak. Works as expected. Expected by whom? Strong. QA verifies mandatory validation error copy ENES and logs event checkout.address.missing. Acceptance should list observable pass/fail criteria. Include inputs, outputs, and data checks. If postal code empty, show red inline error and block submit. Event logged with user ID and timestamp. Localization validated for ENES. Add non-functional checks if relevant. Form renders in under 200 milliseconds on 3G. Clear acceptance turns disagreements into measurable outcomes. Before submitting, run this quick check. 1. Scope: who, what, where with identifiers. System, version, module, environments. 2. Rationale: tie to a metric, risk, or compliance item so priority is obvious. 3. Impact: note timelines, dependencies, and rollback steps if the change must be reversed. 4. Acceptance: define tests, required data, non-functional thresholds, and the owner who signs off. If any item is fuzzy, add numbers, names, or links to artifacts, tickets, dashboards. Precise requests move smoothly from idea to production.